name's Abigail Hohman, and I am graduating from Big Bend this quarter. And I chose the field of being an ultrasound technician because, one, I love kids, and also because I want to give that experience to the family and the parents of seeing their kid for the very first time. I agree with this that future employers should be able to look at your social media, because I think we live in a world now where social media takes up everybody's life. Whether it's going out with your friends, you always have to post and show that, oh hey, I'm doing this, or this is where I am, or even showing even the hard times in your life as well. We tend to post things out there for others to see, and that's just a way we communicate to others. So when I was researching this, I found that around 75% of future job employers tend to look at other people's social media when considering hiring. So my first point is why it is so important for jobs to look at your social media is because you want to know if the future employee is or has been involved in criminal activity. One, according to Eden Nakamoto, states, unfortunately, some people have social profiles that are celebrations or poor judgment, bad decisions, and criminal activity, and other general bad behavior, which in today's society, a lot of people tend to post out there that they live this crazy fun life and that they're always having fun, out partying, out doing this and that I feel like a lot of teens feel the pressure that they need to show, wow, I'm having a great time by doing this and that. And also, one example is like frats in WSU or sororities. They also post out there that they are going on date dashes and they're rushing for this sorority, or they're out partying, and all this really shows is for that they're underage drinking and not taking school seriously with partying on school nights and just not having the right time. My other point is that social media can show what the person looks like outside of the office viewing, and you can learn a lot about a person with what they post on the internet. And John Motor mentioned by taking a few moments to conduct a social media screening, you can quickly learn a lot about them. And that is saying a lot based on what people put out there on their social media platform, whether they love dogs, whether they go on hikes, whether they fish or party all the time. A lot of people put things out there that they don't really think about. Finally, my last point is, with looking at someone's social media account, you can judge whether or not they are suitable for the job or not. And with that being said, Global HR stated that those who tended to pay the most attention to inappropriate or unprofessional public posts that might shed a negative light on the organization in the future. With that quote being said, I took from it that nowadays kids will post out there, for example, Twitter, they will post out there what they're feeling, what they're eating, where they're at, what the latest gossip is, who did what. They'll retweet funny videos, but little do they know, with all those funny videos, there's either bad language in there that a job might not want to hire you just based off what you retweet and what you put on your timeline. And also, I think another thing is when people subtweet or they tweet at others or get in Twitter fights, they don't really think about, wow, maybe my future job is going to look at what I said to this girl or what I said to this guy because I want to start a Twitter war or just do something like that. Kids my age, I know, who I go to school with, they don't really think about what they put out there. They'll tweet like inappropriate language on their timeline, or they'll post like pictures of them holding like alcohol bottles, and they don't tend to think like, wow, my employer might be looking at this, or they already have looked at this. So I think that is also why future employees or employers should be looking at a person's timeline. All in all, I think it's very important for the future employer to be able to look at a future employee's social media, no matter what site it is, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. Because we live in a world, like I said earlier, where any social media account makes up our lives, and we tend to put ourselves out there way more. And we just always try to put out the front that we live a crazy fun life, or we're always having a great time. And also, this is just important because then, one, it lets the future employer know that you are not involved in criminal activity, to see whether the job fits you, or also to see how you act outside of the job itself. So with that being said, I think it's only fair for them to be able to look at your social media sites, because you don't go into a job without doing your research upon the job or having questions for that job. So I think it's only right that your future boss will have those questions for you. Thank you for watching, and